No, I ain't saying April Mama, please. No, I ain't said that. I'm talking to the congregation. So watch this, watch this. So people, here it is, and I'll help you right here. People are fighting you secretly. How I've been against oppositions where people fought me that never seen me. But I understood that I told it to somebody I was close to. And when they told it to somebody else, that person got out of the connection and told it to my enemies. So now my enemies plot against what they heard. But the thing about it, you can't plot against what you don't see. Because what God shows me, He hasn't revealed unto man. God ain't talking to me in here. But what He revealed is unto those that are in the Spirit. So if you want to know what I'm dreaming, you got to catch me in the Spirit in this hour.
Yes, sir.
Yes. He says this. He says this. All right, hurry. He says, they hit him the more. He said, please hit this dream, which I dreamed. There we bind the sheaves in the field. Then behold, my sheep arose, and also I stood upright. And indeed, I'm getting ready to preach, Pastor. He said, indeed. I'm trying to find where I'm going. That's why I'm saying indeed a lot, because I just got lost. So Lord have mercy. This is the house. I don't care, y'all. He says, watch this. He says, so now Joseph had a dream, and he told to his brothers, watch this, please. There you go. Now, he said, there you go. He says, then behold, my sheep arose, and also stood upright, and indeed your sheep stood all around and bowed down to my sheep. Watch this. And his brother said to him, shall you indeed reign over us? You mean to tell me that we gonna be bowing down to you? Can I just prophesy to two people? Folk that never thought they were gonna have to work for you. Folk that never, y'all ain't gonna talk to me in here. Folk that never thought they weren't gonna have to drive you around. Your enemy's gonna be your escort. Y'all ain't talking to me. Your enemy's gonna be your security guard. Your enemy's gonna have to come to your salon and get their hair done. Your enemy's, y'all ain't helping me in here. Somebody say, God is going to bless me in the presence of my enemies. He says, or shall you indeed have dominion over us? Lord have mercy. He says, so they hated him even the more for his dreams. Not only did he dream, watch this, and for his words. They didn't care nothing about the dream, but it was because he believed what God showed him. So he spoke it out of his mouth, which showed his brothers that I believe what God is saying to me. If he would have never shared the dream, that would have been a sign that he did not believe. But how many of you in this hour, whenever God tells you, I'm going to believe it, whether I don't like it or not, whether it's a hard task or not, I'm going to believe just what God said, because I'm a crazy dreamer. He says, then he dreamed another dream and told it to his brother, and he said, look, Lord have mercy, I have dreamed another dream, and this time the sun, the moon, and the 11 stars bow down to me. I'm getting ready to preach. Stuff is getting ready to bow down to you that you never thought would bow down to you. Y'all ain't talking to me. Your same family members, men that thought because you had a bad background and you used to smoke beer and drink cigarettes and do crack, y'all ain't talking to me, and hold across the street and sleep with the woman in the next door apartment. God said, I'm getting ready to raise you up. What else? I had messed it up. I said, smoke weed, drink crack. There's new stuff when you smoke weed and drink crack. I've seen it all. Drink cigarettes. Lord have mercy. You too deep, only you caught that. I got you. We understood. Y'all about to make me bust out laughing. All right, I got to preach. He says, so he told, watch it, he told it to his father and his brothers, and his father rebuked him. Now, this is the part right here where I got to get off the platform, because some of y'all, oh Lord, preachers, don't get mad at me. But what God is getting ready to do in the men, we got to make sure that our leaders understand what God is getting ready to call us to do. Because watch this, it ain't talking about this house, but you got a lot of leaders don't believe in what God has called us men to do. And so when you tell them what God called you to do, the first thing they say is, says God ain't shown me, that's because it's for me. God showed me, but when he shows you, it brings confirmation. Y'all better sit down before y'all get rebuked. Y'all get in trouble. So daddy, in this hour, ain't gonna happen, daddy, because in this hour, if they come and tell you, only thing it is a sign that God already spoke to you, and a sign that they has an ear to hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. But the truth is, in this hour, you gotta make sure the person you tell don't get envy because of it. Yes, sir. I raise them up in here. Everybody. I done started trouble in the liquor field. Lord have mercy. He said, the liquor field, y'all heard him? I make everything up as I go. He said, watch this. He says this. What is the dream? He said, what is the dream that you have dreamed? And he says, show your mother and I, your brother, indeed come to you, bow down to earth before you. And his brothers envied him, but his father kept the matter in mind. When you are a big dreamer and you are a crazy dreamer, it is not that your mama and daddy, Pastor Pender, it's not that you're bowing down to him naturally, but what you're doing is really submitting yourself. The Bible says, prophet, be subject. Anybody in me tonight? Be subject unto the prophet. So what happens is we submit ourselves according to the assignment and the responsibility that God has given according to the call on your life. And if you have a call on your life, there is a certain clarion call that is being sent out to loose the men in this hour to be on the forefront. That's why you look around now, you see all the women on the forefront dominating the services, dominating the ministries. Y'all ain't gonna talk to me. And because they start operating in lesbianism, because then they think they're the man and the devil is a liar, because y'all ain't gonna talk to me in here. So guess what? We gotta get to the point now where God put the men back in position, that the men shall lead the way, because the Bible says that the woman is the weaker vessel. Y'all ain't gonna talk to me, but the men has lost their strength, because the men now, y'all ain't gonna let me talk in here. The men now want to be in the background. They don't want to be on the forefront, because the forefront carries too much responsibility. Not responsibility. Not responsibility in the church, but it carries too much responsibility outside the doors. I ain't getting nobody to say nothing right. Amen. Pastor, y'all want to go beat the drums? I'm finna get ready to go. We finna go. So the Bible says, so he told his fathers, he said, and his brother envied him, but his father kept man in mind. Watch this. He says, then his brothers went to feed the father's flock in Shechem. And Israel said to Joseph, are not your brothers feeding the flock? Watch, come in, I will send you to them. So he said, here am I. Watch this. Then he said unto them, please go and see if it is well with your brothers and well with the flocks, and bring a word to me. So he sent them out of the valley. He sent them out of the valley of Hebron and went to Shechem again. He says, now a certain man found him, and there was wandering in the field. And the man asked him, saying, what are you seeking? Well, in this hour, people are going to wonder why you are going around doing the stuff you're doing. It's because God has told me what he told me, and I gotta do what God say do. Can I get about 3 brothers in here? If you believe that this is the season that God has called you to a mighty work, and you don't care what nobody say, you don't care what nobody knows about you, you don't care about what people are doing, because if God calls me, then God qualifies me. Preach, boy, I think I'll preach now. So the Bible declares that now Joseph, watch this, and the man asked him, saying, what are you seeking? I come to ask you, men of God, what are you seeking in this hour? What is it that you're looking for? What is it that God promised you that you've yet to go after? Didn't God promise you when you was 12 that you were going to be an entrepreneur? While you're sitting down on your dream, while you're sitting down what God promised you. Do you remember when you was in the house and you wrote the notes and the letters and you said, when I get this old, do you remember career day at school when you said, I want to be a firefighter, I want to be a doctor? Oh God, rewind back to your dream when God told you you were going to be the first and not the last. Rewind back to your dream when he told you you were going to be the head and not the tail. I think I'll preach now. So the Bible declares here, he says, and the man said, they have departed here for their sake. Let us go to Dathan. So Joseph went identified his brothers, and they found him. Watch this. And when they saw him afar off, even before he came near, they conspired against him to kill him. Then they said one to another, look, this dreamer is coming. I gotta leave you now. But when you walk out of here, folk gonna be looking at you crazy. Folk gonna be looking at you stupid. They're gonna get in their corners and whisper. But you ought to tell them, I'm a man with a plan. I'm a man with a dream. Can I get a witness in here? I don't know who I'm talking to, but some of you been sitting down all year long saying, God, what is it that you have? Loose me up in here, devil, and wake up, Holy Ghost. And some of you been saying, well, God, what is it that you want me to do? God told me to remind you that I told you that I give you houses on the hills. God told me I give you land that you didn't pray for. Can I get a witness in here? I come to tell you, get ready. Get ready for what God promised. Get ready for what God said. Get ready for what God is going to do. Because if God do it, then I believe that this is your season. If God do it, then I believe that this is your time. Look at your neighbor. Say, neighbor, beat son. Say, neighbor, keep on dreaming. Don't stop dreaming. Beat son. Keep on until he bless your soul. Keep on until he show up. Do I have a witness up in here? Is there anybody up in here that made up your mind? I'm gonna be the best I can be. I am gonna be who God called me, and I gotta walk all by myself. And I'll preach, and I gotta do it all by myself. I'm gonna be the best I can be. Look at your neighbor. Say, neighbor, in this next move, folk don't understand what it is that you're gonna be. In this next move, folk don't understand everything that the Lord promised. But throw your hands up and say, Lord, whatever you're doing in this season, don't do it without me. Look at your neighbor. Say, neighbor, I'm determined to see what the end is gonna be. Say yeah, say yeah, say yeah. I'm determined to go all the way. Look at your neighbor. Say, neighbor, don't worry about my haters. Don't worry about my naysayers. Because what God has for me, it is for me. I dare you. I double dare you. I double dare you to find you a partner. Tell your neighbor. Say, neighbor, I'm a dream. I'm a dream big. I'm a dream crazy. I'm a dreamer. I dream about morning. I dream about night. Yeah. I'm persuaded that nothing will stop me from getting where I need 3 brothers. From getting where God called me. Brothers, I need y'all.